Hello.
Hey.
Welcome to Starter for 10.
Oh, yeah.
I have a lot of crisps stuck in my teeth. And I'm sweating because I've eaten so many toasties.
Just crammed in.
Yeah.
12 toasties.
The pre-pod toasty smash. I sat here eating them while George watched me because he'd had a roast dinner earlier and didn't eat any. I felt awful.
Didn't need it.
Right, well, introduce ourselves. He's George.
I'm George. He's Angus.
Oh, yes. Nailed it. Nailed it. Back at it again with those intros. Yeah, so, right.
Right then.
I think everyone knows what's on. Oh, that's what we'll do. We'll read out some reviews.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
iTunes reviews. Yeah, if you've got like 5 minutes with nothing better to do, just drop us a 5-star review and just write like good.
Yeah.
Good, or something like that. Because it moves up the charts. That's really helpful, and it's just our little like passion project. You know, we don't get anything from this, but it's fun, and we'd like to see if more people.
Yeah, we love to know that people are enjoying it.
Yeah, basically, so that'd be cool. Right, yeah, we've had a review from somebody called Retire Me ASAP.
Wow.
That just says 2 funny fellows discussing the news.
Yeah,
it's true, isn't it?
It is true.
Yeah.
What? How many stars?
5? Of course. Of course, who wouldn't leave it with 5 stars? Yeah. And we got any more? Yes. The next Carl Pilkington, they are not. However, this is an amusing chat between 2 guys who might cause a few rufflecopters to crash.
Oh, yeah.
Worth a listen. 5 stars. Boom! So, yeah.
It brightens our day to hear that people enjoy it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And the numbers are good.
Yeah, numbers are strong.
The numbers are talking to me. Right.
The only thing, we'd like to know who you are, so tweet us.
Yeah, tweet us. The Twitter's fun.
Twitter's great.
That is where... Whoa.
Yeah, go on.
Is George with a segue. That is where we got this week's news story from.
Yep.
I found it on Twitter. And we are going to the Essex Chronicle while George attempts to eat a crisp silently in front of a microphone, which can't be done. So he's actually aborted the crisp, taking it back out of his mouth. Hopefully it doesn't go
eat it in a second.
Hopefully it doesn't go back in the bag.
Well, I was just going to say what's happening in Essex, and then I could eat my crisp.
What?
So
Okay.
what is going on in Essex, Angus?
In Essex, a woman has done a poo in a Chelmsford car park. That is the headline. Honestly. And there's a photo that attaches with it. A woman has snapped doing a poo in Chelmsford car park whilst her boyfriend lay on the grass nearby.
What?
Yeah, it's bizarre, this.
Is she like full, like, pants down, everything?
Yeah, she's squatting by the base of a tree. The lady, estimated to be in her 30s, used the grass next door to the new B&M store car park off Parkway as her bathroom, shopping in the discount shop.
What?
There's the lady... As I was putting my 2-year-old son in the car, my sister said, "Look, that woman's going to have a wee." And I said, "Don't be so ridiculous." Then the woman walked over to the tree and pulled her dressing gown up to go to the toilet. There's another weird thing.
Something strange going on there.
So she's also the kind of person who goes shopping in B&M in her dressing gown.
She might have just run away from the local nut house, though, to be fair.
She was wearing a nut house issued dressing gown.
Yeah.
One of the NHS back fastening gowns.
I shouldn't say nut house, really, but...
Then she went back and I said to my sister, "Get my phone." I had to take a picture because no one would have believed me. And then it goes on to say, "I was nearly sick. She pulled up her dressing gown and did a poo. Never in my life have I seen something like this." I actually have. She's such an overreaction. It's such an overreaction.
You've seen someone take a dump in public?
No, yeah, probably.
What?
Yeah, I don't think there's yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's not the
You've
first
seen
time.
Someone drop trowel?
Yeah.
And then take a dump,
Leave the kids at the pool.
and drop the kids off
Not
under
in
a tree.
Not under a tree in a car park of an industrial estate, admittedly. That's quite an industrial poo. The ones I'm talking about being more rural.
Okay.
A nature poo.
What, like on 10 tours?
I didn't do it,
I
but
suppose you go if you go and watch 10
or
tours, yeah, you do
bikes
see people
and stuff
taking
like that. Yeah, I've pooed in the nature.
I have never pooed in nature.
Never?
No.
Never?
No, I haven't, no. No.
I've had some wonderful nature poos.
I've never had a nature poo. Plenty of nature wees, but never a nature poo.
I had a fantastic nature poo on the moors where I found the perfect location. I mean, incredible vista, like awesome. Full panoramic view in the morning. There's low fog in the valley.
What?
And this is where it gets really good. I'm leaning on, there's essentially a homemade, well, like a nature's version of a long drop made out of rocks. And I've got my back leaning against a flat surface and my legs in like the squatting position against another thing. And then like a 25-foot ravine down. So the poo was falling 20 foot.
What?
Incredible view all out in front of me. And the best thing, because of the wind was rushing up underneath and it was blowing up the crevice.
But what about cleaning afterwards?
I had tissues with me.
Oh, this is weird. This is strange.
And then I just dropped the tissues down the hole. But now, technically, you're supposed to like bury your poo or something.
This is weird. I've never experienced this. I've weed in public plenty of times. Weed off a little bridge once into a river. That was quite fun.
Pooed into a river once too.
I don't understand this public pooing. It's strange.
Yeah, I wanted to poo down a weir. So I positioned myself hanging from a tree branch. And it took me ages, and then I got a bit shy, and it wasn't going to go.
A nervous pooer.
Yeah, nervous poo. I wouldn't do it because I was laughing too much.
Yeah.
And also, hanging from the tree wasn't really the optimum position to align the bowel for a quick escape. And then, it went down. It didn't go down the weirs. It sank. So all that, I
think this week we should change the name of the podcast from Start of a 10 to How to Poo in Public. You're giving away some good advice here.
I've got one last one.
Go on.
I pooed in a crisp bag once.
What?
a big crisp bag. And I put the crisp bag inside someone's rucksack.
What? That's what? Whose rucksack?
Put it in Baldy's rucksack.
What? Did he know?
He did when I showed him.
Oh my god.
It was a kettle chips bag. What? Sea salt and balsamic vinegar. The blue one.
Nice, yeah. It's a good one, that one. Yeah. Better than these.
Yeah, these.
We're eating Tyrrell's sea salt and cider vinegar because Co-op didn't have any of the really nice ones. We have a
sea salt and Chardonnay vinegar.
Chardonnay vinegar, which is the best.
Which are so strong, they sometimes give you the Forrest Whitaker eye. Your eye sometimes curls up a bit.
They just melt the skin off the roof of your mouth. But they're really nice. But these Tyrrell's ones, sea salt and cider vinegar, they haven't got the flavour. No,
they seem like they've been...
It's like they've done half seasoning.
Yeah, Tyrrell's shortchanging us on the seasoning.
They're cutting back on seasoning to save money.
Yeah, I want more seasoning on my crisps. Do love a good crisp, though.
Oh, God, I love crisps.
I get through a serious amount of crisps. But I see... my guilty pleasure is the crisp bowl.
What do you mean?
Where I get a bowl of crisps. I get a bowl.
Yeah.
Fill it with crisps. Mm-hmm. And then I put either ketchup or barbecue sauce in the bowl.
Oh, really? See, no,
and then I dip the crisps.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
Or I get a little ramekin as a separate
That's upper class, that is. Putting the sauce in a ramekin. I don't think you can
ever say that dipping crisps in ketchup can be said in the same sentence as the word class.
I was in the States once, and we were at a bar in a hotel, and with your drinks you could order some chips, and they were like, I don't know, $4 or something or whatever. I'm just like, yeah, that'd be alright. Let's just get some chips. Anyway, they were homemade, right? Homemade chips. And we're thinking, I'm sure they'd be nice. Anyway, oh my god. So you get a massive bowl of these homemade different vegetable crisps,
Ooh.
right? And also with it, you got this dip, which was one of the nicest things I've ever had. It was like a horseradish based. But it was really mild, right? With yogurt or creme fraiche or something. It was really light, creme fraiche, really light. Oh, it's amazing. I can taste it.
What did we have? I was in Barcelona last week, and we carried on ordering whatever the bread and alioli is.
Aioli? Aioli's garlic mayonnaise.
Yeah, exactly. So that's just off the tapas menu.
That's really good stuff.
That's a winner, that is.
Aioli's really nice.
And let's have some croquettes with jam on, please. Some of them jam on croquettes. So would that be ham on? Yes, those are the ones.
What are they?
Well,
ham
the little
croquet.
ham croquet potato.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was... The cuisine in Barcelona was pretty good. We nailed it.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some really nice food out there.
Yeah, we just sort of like chucked ourselves into it.
Catalonian?
Yeah, exactly. It was exactly
Catalonian.
Catalonian. We chucked ourselves kind of in head first, just embraced the
Just
culture,
have whatever, yeah.
which I hadn't
Did
really
you
ever.
have any paella?
Yes,
You did.
yes,
Nice.
I did. I had a seafood and meat. I went like the full
Chicken
mixed
and
chicken
chorizo.
and chicken chorizo mixed meat,
Nice.
like full prawns, taking
Oh,
the
yeah.
heads off the prawns, and it was
Oh,
so
yeah.
much hard work. Yeah, but that was awesome. Yeah, we had it on a little a liter beer as well in the thing, like a liter sized thing of beer that was so heavy you got like arm pump trying to lift it up.
See, the trouble is with big beers like that, like I appreciate having a whole litre of beer, that's nice, okay?
Good
But
value.
it gets, yeah, great, but it's warm by the time you get halfway through.
I don't care. It was value, pure value.
Yeah. Was it
Yeah.
cheaper?
Yeah, of
See,
course it was.
You can't do that in this country.
Yeah, we don't have the liter beer?
No, but you can't sell a half pint or a pint. They have to be equal price, equal value. You can't sell a half pint for more than the value of half a pint.
Well, I know lots of places where they do.
Yeah, you're not allowed to do
Shall I
that.
go report them all into weights and measures?
Yeah, they're not allowed to do it.
I'll spend a week of
So
my
if your
time.
pint's 340, then
It's
your
gotta be
half has to
170.
be 170. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that's not enforced. That
but
definitely
we
isn't
have all these
enforced.
laws on alcohol in this country. Like a pint has to be a pint, doesn't it? No.
Yeah, I think they used to send around like secret shoppers, didn't
Yeah,
they?
and if they serve you a pint that's under the pint mark or under the bottom of the glass, it is your right in this country to ask them to top it up.
Yeah, I worked in the local pub, for a short while. I was working multiple jobs at once, and it nearly killed me. I had extreme burnout. But yeah, I used to do the Friday night shift, which was also a really bad one. I used to finish work, like work, finish at the magazine
5:30.
at 5:30, and then start at the pub at 6. And then
Yeah, I remember.
at that time, we didn't really respect the licensing laws, and probably used to get home about 2, maybe.
Yeah, those days.
So
were
it was like the lock-in days.
Yeah.
So it was pretty ridiculously long days. But people used to get so funny with you if you were filling up the wine glass and you were like a bubble short of the line or a bubble over the line. They're like, "Oh, thank you." But the other guy who I used to work with, Luke, who like he's always been there. He's like the ultimate barman.
He's part of it.
Yeah, he like holds the place together.
Yeah, he's part of
He
the
can
bar.
pour you like a 250ml glass of wine with his eyes shut, no
Perfect,
line,
yeah.
and he'll get 250 on the nail
Yeah,
every
lovely.
time. Don't know how he does it. But yeah, that's obviously one of his small claims to fame. I don't know if it is a claim to fame, is it?
Don't know.
Being able to accurately pour.
I reckon it. Well, not a claim to fame, but it's a claim to being awesome.
Yeah.
Don't know. It's a skill, a life skill.
I spent a while trying. It was one of the most boring things I've ever done in my life, really. I was drinking lots of warm milk in the hospital. So
warm milk.
what I would do is I would put milk in the microwave for 1 minute and 30,
Mm-hmm.
and I would start the timer, turn around, and count in my head and try and see if I could accurately stop at 1 minute 30. And I basically tried to calibrate my internal clock to match up accurately.
They say if you bugger up your
Yes,
internal
ladies, I'm
clock.
single. But I have a very accurate internal clock.
I can't even concentrate now. They say if you screw your internal clock up, like you have a few late nights or early mornings and you just screw yourself up entirely, they say if you go and camp, like you go and sleep in a tent for 2 nights, don't look at the clock or anything, like over the weekend, spend the weekend outside, and you don't look at your watch or anything, and go to sleep when it's dark and you get tired and everything, you're sorted by Monday. Your clock recalibrates itself.
Yeah,
Apparently.
I think there's some weight in the argument that different people have like different tolerances of being able to cope with being tired.
Oh yeah,
For
definitely.
example, like some people get really mardy
Yeah.
if they're tired,
Yeah.
or some people just yawn loads or whatever. Thankfully, I'm not one of those people, and I can happily the other day I
Yeah,
stayed up and I watched the whole referendum-y job,
Yeah.
the Brexit referendum, and I went to bed at like 5. And then I woke up again at like 7 and got up because the dog was making noise.
So
And then I went through the whole day, and then I went to bed at 11 again the next day, and I was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really struggle to wake up in the morning, but I can go through a whole, as you say, I can go through a whole night and be fine.
Yeah.
But as long as it's not like every night. But like sometimes, yeah, go straight through, no problem.
The longest I've ever been awake, I think I counted it out once. I think I ended up doing 60 hours once.
What?
Because of the way
How?
events lined up.
How?
Because we went to
that I would be on my feet. I'll be on the floor, like
we went
I'd just be like walking through Asda and be like, "That's it, I'm done. I'm done."
Just stop and fall asleep.
Lie down.
I don't know really. I think I remember it was the same. It was our Year 11 Leavers prom, which has been all the Leavers proms at the moment. But I don't know anybody of that age, so I haven't really seen anything about it. But
No.
Yeah.
Which one?
Our like Year 11.
Year 11.
prom.
That was 6 years ago today. Is it the second today?
Third.
Well, no, it came up on Time Hop today.
Oh yeah, it did.
6
Yes,
years
it
ago
was
today.
6 years to the day for our school prom. Weird.
Well, that we're recording anyway.
Yeah, we'll be out in 8 hours.
Perfect.
So yeah, I stayed up because I went to my auntie and uncle's wedding the next day. We just drove through. I got collected from prom, and then we drove through the night, and then got there, and then we just did the wedding.
You just didn't get out your suit, basically.
No, because I did get out of the suit because it was a Victorian themed wedding. It was a Victorian themed wedding, so I had to be dressed up as a little
Really?
boy. Yeah, it was awesome. It was cool.
That's weird.
It was like a steam fair as a wedding.
I don't know what I feel like about themed weddings.
Yeah, I wasn't 100% sure, but it was that's them. If you know what I mean, that's their life. That's they work all in steam.
I
and
know,
everything.
yeah.
So it was it was awesome. I can't believe that was 6 years ago. Wow, that's bizarre.
I know.
Yeah, madness. Flipping heck. Doesn't time fly when you're having fun? Don't know if I can say that the whole last 6 years been fun. It's had its moments.
Oh yeah, definitely. Up and down.
What's been your favourite moment of the last? Your favourite moment of the last 6 years?
Right now, trying to eat that crisp silently.
You weren't doing a good job of it.
If anybody noticed,
well, I heard it in the headphones.
Fudge.
What's it called if you don't like
Mesophobia.
Shout out to all my mesophobics.
I think it's mesophobia.
Not
miso. I don't know.
masticophobia.
No, that's
Oh no! Don't do that.
miso. Is when miso sorry. No, it's when people are
Jar Jar Binks. Oh,
no.
awful.
Is that what it was? Is
Yeah.
that Jar Jar Binks?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't even know my own references. I thought it was well, it's on The Simpsons as well. Krusty the Clown does it.
Oh, I haven't watched The Simpsons in years.
I loved The Simpsons when I was a kid. Absolutely loved it.
What was that? I mean, it was in the 6 p.m. Channel 4 slot.
Mm-hmm. It was quality. And then the
And
newer
Hollyoaks
ones.
at 6:30.
Yeah, I used to watch Hollyoaks too. And it went downhill. Not Hollyoaks, Simpsons. Although Hollyoaks has always been bad, so
Yeah, but don't have anywhere to go.
it's bad, but good for being bad. But anyway, Simpsons went downhill in their more modern stuff, and then their really modern stuff I thought went much better. Like it was just turned around when they went like HD.
Can't comment.
Yeah, they went HD, which is weird. At that point, it started getting really good again. But now they've finished, haven't they? They've stopped it now.
Really?
I think so. They came the last
Really?
season. Yeah, the last season was the last season. I swear. Unless they haven't started the last season yet.
Let me fact check this.
Pretty sure they're actually stopping The Simpsons. Although they might bring it back again in the future. Who knows?
I don't know. Season 26.
Is that what we're up to? 26.
Yeah, I think it literally was the finale.
Yeah, I think it was. It wasn't really. There wasn't much of a song and dance about it though online or anything. I think it's just because everybody stopped watching it.
And there's also been not so much
They're
of
being paid like £1 million an episode.
It was the 574th episode.
Wow.
That's
a lot for any series. Yeah, that is a lot.
That is a lot.
It must be the longest running.
One of. No, because you get things that are like nightly.
Oh, yeah, and soaps, I suppose, yeah.
Yes.
Well, Hollyoaks is nightly.
Yeah.
Since, like, 1990 something.
You might know this.
No,
What like delay do they shoot? How far in
Hollyoaks?
advance? Yeah.
6 weeks.
So they're 6 weeks ahead.
I only know that because there was one episode where a young girl jumped off a high building into water and died, committed suicide. and coincidentally, that had happened in real life.
Oh, and they had to can it.
And they had to say, no, they didn't can it, but they put a thing up at the end of the show saying this was filmed 6 weeks prior to the events of and has no correspondence, no relation to the events in recent days. And that's how I know, 6 weeks.
I remember when she jumped into that water.
You remember that episode? I can't remember her name, but it was her and Newt.
It
They were
was.
together. What was her name? Ray, wasn't it?
I think so.
Ray and Newt.
Possibly, yeah.
He's gone on to some good things, actually. He's done some good stuff.
And she's still in Hollyoaks.
And she, I don't know,
She didn't
actually.
die. No, she's still in She's still in Hollyoaks.
She's not still in it.
Yeah, she was.
She
Or
didn't
maybe I'm
die,
thinking
though. She was... Did she die? No, she did die.
No, because wasn't it that his schizophrenic visions?
He was schizo back then, yeah.
Yeah, but wasn't the person who he jumped with, that character wasn't even real?
He was called Niall?
Niall was the schizophrenic guy.
No, not Niall. Niall was the
McQueen's
McQueen's
Niall was
son.
the McQueen's guy.
Yeah, that killed...
There's so many spoilers here from 6-year-old episodes of
really
Hollyoaks.
no one cares. They either saw it or they didn't.
Can you get Hollyoaks on like DVD? Like the whole thing?
Or you might even be able to get it on VHS.
Okay. Online
Back
download.
when Tony was like a 20-year-old.
Yes, and he owned the restaurant, the chef.
Yeah.
Man, that was a weird show. And also, I don't know why I used to... It was like a soap
It's
aimed
just
at...
it's aimed
was
at
it
young,
aimed at
yeah,
like the
aimed
young,
at teens,
the
yeah.
teen young
Yeah.
adult audience?
But the thing I liked about Hollyoaks, and that I watch it very rarely now, and even after not watching it, you can still kind of follow it. It's weird. It proves how dumb it's written. But anyway, what I was going to say is what I really like about it is how it's really alternative and sort of always goes where other soaps don't go. So it has like a lesbian relationship.
Yeah,
and
do you
it
remember,
had a love triangle between a gay guy, a straight guy, and a woman. Although he wasn't gay, he was bisexual. Because the straight guy in this triangle was his brother.
Jesus.
Yeah, and there was AIDS involved.
Jesus.
So he had AIDS and gave it to her, and she gave it to him. The other him.
Wow.
Yeah. From memory, that's what it was.
That's
I can't
like the
remember
kind
name.
of,
It was the Irish guys.
That's like the kind of...
It was Mercedes and something.
That's the kind of like headline you get on like TV Weekly.
Well, exactly.
I got AIDS from my brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you remember Hollyoaks Later?
Yeah, Hollyoaks Later was great.
The spin-off.
They used to
did,
just
like,
swear.
Yeah, they used to have
great.
like they used to do six
to
episodes like a weekly. Do like a 6-week series, a spin-off late at
It
night.
was so good, and they used to swear, take drugs, have sex, and someone would die. And
yeah,
that's basically
and they
what
killed someone
happened.
off brutally.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter if you didn't watch the Hollyoaks. It was clever because if you didn't watch the Hollyoaks Later, you could still watch the other part.
Although someone did die and you didn't know why.
No, they explained that because then you go to the funeral in the other one.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It covered itself quite well. And there was a crazy... Didn't she die, like, skydiving or something?
There was a skydiving one, yeah. But that was another psycho. That was the lesbian.
This
So that
is
was the
bad. Why do
lesbian
we know...
couple.
Why are we, like, dredging through our knowledge of soaps
Hollyoaks.
when we were super young?
Don't know. It was probably a long time ago. That must have been like 2000... I don't know, 12, 13 maybe?
Yeah, probably. That was a
Long
hell of a
time
long
ago.
time ago.
In fact, it was about 2012 because I remember because it came out when we switched to digital TV.
Yes.
Which is 2012.
Yeah.
It was about the same time.
Do you remember? It was a bit like... Hollyoaks Later was almost similar to Skins.
It was very Skins. That's what they were aiming for, I think, to follow on from Skins.
Do you reckon it was early Skins time and they were trying to get on the bandwagon?
Yeah, I think Skins might have been a bit before that, but yeah.
All of Skins are on like Netflix, aren't they?
But they were so good. The early series of Skins were so good, with Effie and everything, Effie and Cook. And
I need to go back and revisit those. I think
the other guy, the Indian guy, I can't remember his name.
I've got lots of yeah, and then he went on to do like
He did some really good
he did
stuff,
great
yeah.
things, and
Well, he did Slumdog, didn't he?
yeah, and then also another child actor who went on to do amazing things. I can't remember the name of the TV show, but you're going to be able to tell me. It was that stupid sketch show with the South African accents, and the boy who's in it was then
Will Poulter.
Will Poulter.
Yeah, School of Comedy.
School of Comedy, which was awful.
I loved School
yeah,
of
well,
Comedy.
we loved it, but
Absolutely loved
that was
School of Comedy.
where we developed the South African accent.
Africa.
Yeah.
Built on,
Art.
mate.
Yeah, all those horrible
Cock
jokes.
off you shot.
Yeah, cock off you shot.
Cock off you shot.
Cock off you doff. Yeah, the security guards.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
inept security guard.
Yeah, he played an inept security guard, and one of the guys that was a builders shouting out of a van.
Oi, oi,
Oi. Yeah, all that stuff. Then
he was so good though, Will Poulter.
yeah, next
he
minute
did a film.
I turn round and he's in The Revenant.
Yeah, but he did a film. He did Son of Rambo,
Yes,
which was so good.
Yeah, interesting
It was like
film.
a indie film.
It's just low budget, I think.
Yeah, low budget, but it was so good, and he did such a good performance. I think then some film people picked up and were like,
And then he
"This
did
guy's good." He did
the
We're the Millers.
Yeah, We're the Millers with Jennifer
It
Aniston.
was so good.
I haven't ever seen
I
it.
love it. It's great. It's so much fun.
I'm really bad for this stuff. If I see something getting advertised too much,
Yeah, you don't.
I
see
don't
it.
watch it.
I know.
The exactly the same thing happened when
We're the Millers
something,
is good. It's on Prime.
Yeah, when I saw something get rammed
It's
down
fancy.
my throat, like the Jack Garrett album, for example, got given so much critical acclaim everywhere. I was like,
Yeah.
right, not going to listen to that then. Then I went back and listened to it, and I was like, wow, I've totally been missing out.
Yeah,
I
I know what you mean.
I don't know why that is. Am I being anti
No, I
something?
think it's fine. Yeah, I know what you mean. You're just sort of like you don't want to do something just because it's being rammed down your throat.
I don't mind if something gets advertised. I understand we have to have things advertised to see them for the first time. But if something gets advertised
Yeah, I mean,
to me,
how else would I know about Coca-Cola at Christmas?
yeah,
I forget about
I
Coca-Cola
would never
every
drink
year.
it.
I know.
I know. Why do people like HP, Hewlett Packard Enterprises, advertise so intently on the telly?
I don't know.
Because it's a pretty niche service, I'm not going to lie. And they're like, we run analytics software to help them make the fastest
No one
racing
cares.
teams in the world. Well, unless you are the fastest racing team in the world and you're looking to go faster, that's not an appropriate piece of thing to
Who
be advertising
cares?
on daytime TV.
No one cares.
It's like, I don't care. The things I want to have advertised to me are like food, products, maybe new music that's coming out that I might not have seen. New films, other TV to watch.
I think it's called brand awareness.
Yeah, but
I think.
I don't
And the point
yeah.
is just to get their name out there, so that when we're sat here saying HP and people who don't think of the source, but HP Technologies, people know who we're talking about.
Yeah, but why does it matter that we know if we're talking about them?
Well, because then when it comes to buying a laptop, people think, right, Dell, HP. Oh, HP are a good name. Let's get them.
It's slim.
Although even then,
It's a
surely they don't
tenuous
make money
link,
on
isn't it?
that anyway.
They're not, and also the advertising slots they're in. I'm talking about are like
I know, prime time.
half time in the Euros, which are like the big bucks. So why are they advertising to that
If
level?
anybody works in advertising, let us know.
And because those slots, as everybody knows, cost literally thousands a second for that, and they show the same adverts repeatedly, a bit like on All 4.
We talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah, 3
the
adverts,
most
and then
frustrating thing.
they just play them 3 times in the same show. I just don't get it. When you don't care, you go ad blind. I mean, you just don't.
Ad blind.
You do. It's a thing.
If that isn't coined, you should coin that.
No, it's a phenomenon. It's a real thing. I remember reading about it, and it's.
I definitely go ad blind.
Yeah, and we used to have to. I was selling advertising space on a website, and it used to be one of my jobs was to hound the people, almost to get updated artwork, because you can I don't know if people know this, but on websites you can literally track where people are clicking and where their mouse are.
Yeah,
so
heat
you can
mapping.
almost see where you're looking. So everything you're doing is kind of being watched to help, not because in a spying way, it helps with
The design, yeah.
the design of the website, so you know where you're looking and things like that. And we could look and see where people were clicking. And after a while, after the adverts have been on for a while, literally nothing. 0 engagement, no hovers, no clicks, all bounce straight back.
Yeah.
And then you're like, guys, it's time to change the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And then straight away you get engagement again, which is interesting, really interesting. But it's
so powerful as a marketing tool to use that kind of software.
yeah. And I didn't realise until I stepped on the other side of the fence and looked at it. And had to look at it. The software as well, you can look at, like the standard one, like Google Analytics.
Mm-hmm.
You can literally browse in real time and see how many people are on your website at
what
the
they're
time,
interacting with,
what they're clicking, how they arrived
where
there,
they came from,
and what country they're in.
and if they're on a shop, how much money they've spent, and the value of that person.
Yeah,
and the value, if they clicked one of your ads somewhere, the value that ad has
it's
produced versus the cost of the ad.
It's honestly
for people who just don't get involved in
And
that world. It
I
is
think
a
it's-
huge world.
and
You see just Facebook with ads, but there is so much more to it than that.
and I think 99% of the world who use the internet, if they understood that some of
what
these
goes into it.
some of these things are done to help your experience,
Yeah.
essentially, of how the website functions,
Yep.
they would see it differently.
Yeah,
And they wouldn't kick back so violently against all those things.
Hmm.
It's not spying. I couldn't tell you who you were. I can't influence what you're going to do.
Oh no, you don't know who the people are.
No,
they're
it makes
just,
no
they're just
odds to
generic
me.
person.
And it's just the numbers and the data you're after. But like you say, and I don't think there is any way you can isolate who it is. I don't think anybody
no.
wants to.
Well, you might be able to find IP addresses, but
Yeah.
that
I
doesn't
don't know.
often tell you much.
No, and it's not really worth. And yeah, so it's not like a spying thing.
No,
But the
it's basically the point. The whole point of it is to advertise to you better, so that you don't. Well, for two reasons: so that the companies advertising don't waste money advertising to people who couldn't give a damn about their brand new, item that they couldn't give a shit about, and also to make sure that you don't get pissed off with all the ads online.
yeah, and
Nobody wants to be advertised something that they have no interest in.
I don't think they've got it right.
Well, they're not quite there yet, but
No, they don't. And the way the software or whatever that allows you to set up adverts is allowed to be manipulated so that you just get the wrong stuff rammed down your throat anyway.
yeah,
Which is annoying. It's a total waste of money and time. And you especially see it on Facebook, to be honest.
Yeah, but Facebook have been called out on that a couple of times.
There's all sorts. It's not the theory. Facebook are constantly getting diddled by people who set up click farms
Mm-hmm.
in like Bangladesh and India and whatever, where they literally pay somebody 5p if you click like on 4,000 pages. So they just sit there all day liking pages. And then you think that this is innocent, but what actually happens is then if you're a little boutique and you want to advertise, you put up a post like, "Hi guys, new stuff in store." It gets put out to like 50 people, and they test the water. So if 50 people, when it goes out there and tests the water, if 3 people like it straight away, they go, "Okay, cool, this is good content." Facebook then shows it to more people. But if your entire user base is made up of fake accounts or people from Bangladesh who've been paid 5p to click on 40,000 pages and never interact with anything, all your posts will be seen by 50 people who aren't ever looking at them because they're not real users.
Yeah.
And then your post gets seen by nobody. So then you have to pay more. So then what you have to do is pay to boost your post. Then you pay to boost it, and it gets seen by more fake accounts who more people click like, and the whole thing spirals and closes in on itself. Illuminati confirmed. Yeah, exactly. It winds me right up. We got stung by it almost, essentially. And everybody, you see, all the people I know who have, like a musician, somebody who's got a Facebook page with 1,200 likes on it, and they play little shows. They don't have the budget to be boosting their posts or whatever they're supposed to be doing. They just want to say, "Guys, if you're about, come to my show." Nothing more than that, and that can't be seen by the people
Or
they
even
want it to
stuff,
be seen.
or even stuff like, the show's been
Postponed.
or it's early. We're actually going to be on from 5
Exactly.
until 8 instead of 7 till 9.
Exactly, and that's what social media was.
It's for.
Well, it was at a time, and I think it's no longer being used as that. And it's we still want it to be used like that, but the way it's allowed to be used is not like that at all.
No. Although Twitter's not too bad.
Twitter, they tried to mess with the order. It does slightly. It just shows stuff you've missed at the top and then goes back to being a timeline. If you take Twitter away from being a timeline, the entire thing falls apart. Because the point of Twitter is it's a rolling timeline of your day. It makes it amazing for sporting events, news events.
They jumped the shark.
They did jump the shark. They had a perfect game and they jumped the shark.
Jumped the shark.
Sorry, Jake and Amir there.
It's actually the Fonz.
Well, yeah, it was. And then, oh yeah, there was the Fonz.
I
I don't really like the Fonz.
No, that's where it comes from.
I said to somebody the other day, when I die, I want somebody to update my Facebook picture of me in the Fonz pose with 2 thumbs, but like obviously dead, but just propped up, and then still keep posting from the death, posting from the grave.
Oh my god!
I want to have the last laugh.
Could you just put a camera that takes a photo of you every 3 days in your coffin? It's just have your selfies.
Yeah, wasn't that website called WatchMeRot.com?
Yeah, but it went down.
Yeah, probably from too much traffic. Is it still up?
Yeah, but it hasn't. I don't think it's updated for a while.
Let me see.
See
Watch Me
or
Rot.
something,
Um,
Basically, this guy paid to have a camera installed in his coffin that live streams online, although it uploads a photo every, I don't know, few days or something. And the
wow.
that's all, folks.
It's not real. It wasn't real. It was a GIF.
real.
No, it was a GIF image.
What?
We were all conned.
Oh, I was just telling the story, and now it's not real.
I hate this.
Oh, man, I spent my whole life thinking that was real.
Yeah, I used to lose sleep at that. I did,
Oh,
and now I'm
well.
crying. I'm crying. Sorry.
Well, that's I think that's a good place to end.
I'm not really crying.
So we made Angus cry. So we started from a woman taking a poo in public to Angus crying.
Oh my god. I can't breathe.
All right, we're going to end it there. Cheers, guys.
We can't end it like that, can we?
Yeah,
No.
we can.
We definitely can't
That
end it like
concludes
that.
the personal messages. We continue.
We can't end. We need to make sure that I'm not dead yet.
Okay, Angus is not dead.
I'm not dead. Yeah, but that will...
That was start for 10.
That was...
We
this
did
was
start. We started with a woman taking a poo.
covered weird places I've pooed. I think George is lying. I think he has taken a nature poo,
I've
and
never
he's
taken
not
a
willing
nature
to.
poo.
He's not
I
willing to.
haven't. I've never taken a nature poo.
I challenge him.
I'll have to do one before the next podcast.
By next week, you will have done a
that's
nature
my
poo.
homework. That's your homework as well. Do a nature poo.
What, to the listener?
Yeah.
If you can send us a picture of you mid-nature poo, that's an extra
Nothing
point.
gory though. Just your face.
Yeah, we don't want the old like.
Or the vista that you are
the
pooing
vista.
in.
The vista that you're pooing in.
There
Poo
you
with a
go.
view. Hashtag poo with a view.
Hashtag poo with a view.
Yeah, that'd be
and
good.
we'll pick our favourite one and send you something cool.
Yeah, if you leave a review, I'll send you £1.
He actually will.
That offer is still on the table.
Yeah.
I'll PayPal you
Either by
£1.
PayPal or by snail mail.
You need to prove that you left it. Send me a picture. So that'll be really good. That can bankrupt me this week.
Yep.
Up to anything good this week?
No.
I'm going to Belgium
I
tomorrow.
know you are.
So,
lucky bastard.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll record a pod when I'm back.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know when I'm coming back.
You're never coming back.
Well, I am. I don't know what day.
No, it doesn't matter.
Well, we're driving in a lorry to Belgium, the far side of
Wow.
Belgium. So I literally don't know how long it's going to take or when we're going to get back. But I think we might get back really late on Sunday or something, and then I'll be home on Monday. Yeah. So then next week's pod won't be out on Monday morning. It'll be back out on Tuesday again. That's only if George can... that doesn't... We can have this discussion off air. Anyway, right, you know
Cheers,
where to
guys.
find us.
Yeah. Tweet
Start
us.
of a 10 pod, Start of a 10 on Facebook. Listen to us in all the usual places. He's been George.
I'm George and he's Angus.
This has been a Start of a 10 production. I feel we can say this now as
Nice.
our production has increased
Nice.
so much. I'm not dying, it's fine. Yeah,
Cheers, guys.
have a good week.